Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to react to a entrepreneur slash content creators video on how you can think rich. So I'm trying to make this into a series where I react to each video of each entrepreneurs and share my thoughts and views on it. As I told you guys in my previous video, I have this dream and I have this ambition, and I will share with you guys what is it in the coming videos. And I hope through this video I'll be also learning and increasing my knowledge on the business that I'll be doing. In today's video I'll be reacting to Alex Hormozi's video, which is hard work won't make you rich. So let's see what he has for us.
Hard work will not make you rich. I get driven nuts by the amount of gurus and influencers and whatever who want to brag and say no one can outwork me, I'm the best in the world. So many people outwork me. I still make more money than them. There has to be something else. One of the things that grinds my gears about a lot of the people that I see on Instagram that you probably see too is this whole like no one can outwork me mantra. First off, it's objectively false because many people A, outwork you today, B, outwork you in the past, C, you haven't met everyone, and D, it doesn't fucking matter anyways. It's the same thing when someone's like, I'm the best, and you have to say you're the best because if you don't think you're the best, it shows that you're not confident. To me, I don't take that at all. If someone's like, I'm the best, then why aren't you on fucking billboards? That's what the best would look like. Absolutely, you need to do the work. You need to put volume in. It's the only way you get better. You cannot be outworked. You are making statements that you know are not true. Why are we bragging about work? Because work has very little to do with the highest levels of the game. Warren Buffett talks about if he makes 2 good decisions a year, he's had a good year. And so how is it that one of the best investors, one of the best business people in terms of measuring it by money, which is how you measure business, talks about how he does basically nothing, reads 5 or 6 hours a day, eats McDonald's, and makes a couple good decisions a year. How is it that that guy is making so much more money than the people who are bragging about the fact that they work so hard? Everyone only has the same hours of the day. Anybody who only sleeps 8 hours or only sleeps 7.
There are 3 groups of people. First group of people is like what I said, they are poor mentality but financially free. Second group is rich mentality but poor. And the third group that has both rich mentality and as well as they are financially free. So those who, like what he said, those who actually say that they are ready, they have to work hard. What I feel is people who are poor mentality but financially free. These are the people who will make this kind of statements. You have to work hard, you have to study, you have to do this, do that, do this, do that to be successful. But like what he said, you don't have to always work hard to be successful. Like the example that he gave, Warren Buffett.
7 hours and works the remaining of hours of the day, all of them would be tied for hardest working. So what creates output? You have volume of activity, and then you have the leverage of the activity that you're doing. That's what creates the total output. In order to do anything, you must do something. There has to be some level of energy that gets input into the system. Our activity, in terms of number of activities, is a very newbie measure of success in the beginning. Warren Buffett doesn't say, I sent 1,000 emails today. He doesn't talk like that. He's playing a different game. Jeff Bezos isn't like, woke up at 4 a.m. today. Now, mind you, I'm saying this as somebody who likes waking up early. We can't be as superstitious about what matters. Waking up early doesn't matter. Going to bed late doesn't matter. Not sleeping a lot doesn't matter. The few things that matter are the
blunt truth onto the camera, because some people actually just make things to themselves that if I say this, it will affect my popularity, it will affect my respect and all those things. Yeah.
Inputs that go into the system that have the most leverage to create the most output. Now, if you're a newbie and you can't get your ass off the couch, then by all means, figure out how to actually get your ass off the couch and do stuff. But then there's only so many hours, and so boom, and then very quickly you hit your capacity of work. Great, you've maximized that. Now what? The leverage that we have on that activity is going to dictate how much we get out of it. And if we do a low leverage activity many times, we might get more than a high leverage activity that gets done once. A CEO who's going to work with acquisition.com works virtually every hour of every day when they come in. Almost everybody does. Sometimes they ask, they're like, am I going to be working more? We're like, it's impossible for you to work more. But you are going to be changing what you work on because that's the only lever we have. There's only 24 hours. So we're going to switch these 9 out and we're going to plop these in with higher leverage activities. And so the way that we do that is we look at their calendars and we look at their org chart, this is how you fucking grow a business. You look at what they spend their time on and you see which of these activities are low leverage. Is there anyone else in this org chart that we can hand these activities to? And if a large percentage of these activities are a certain type of thing and they don't exist in the org chart, then it's a role that we need to hire. The point of why I hate the concept of no one can outwork me is that there are many ways to win the game. If you were to think about an amazing goal as a dragon to be slain, if you are familiar with video games in any
The group of people I said earlier, right? Poor mentality, but who are financially rich. They hire the wrong people and expect their business to grow. Those kind of people should change their mindset so that their business will grow. I just wanted to share this thought.
way. When you create like a war party, you have a group of people that are gonna go on a quest. You don't just have 10 paladins or guys who just have shields and swords. So you've got a healer, a mage that's really good at damage but can't take a lot of damage. Then you've got a paladin who can't hit as hard, but he can take a lot of shots. You find people who have complementary skills. If you're playing football, you don't have 10 running backs. The entrepreneur really should be the coach of the team. It's about organizing the pieces and how well they play together. A lot of entrepreneurs, as I see them, are trying to play the game like they're the star player and they want to score all the points, but they lose to Apple because Apple's got a team. We celebrate a specific action like work when it's really just saying, oh, look, there's a paladin who can take a lot of hits. Cool. That's not the only thing.
Because by doing business, you need to have
high performance so that you get the most out of every
two,
individual player. And the difference between amazing coaching and mediocre or poor coaching is what would players do if they had no coach or leader? And then what would they do if they had the best coach and best leader? The delta between those two is the value of the coach, the value of the CEO. The CEO needs to have the highest return on time out of anyone in the organization because they need to always be solving the next problem. As long as when they replace their time, the activities they do with the new stuff builds the business even more, then that trade will always work. And if CEO can come in and turn a business around, even behemoths around, in 2-3 years, based on the standards that they set and the values that they stand for, that delta across the entire organization is your greatest leverage.
Yep, that's very true. Like if you don't change the way that you do things when you grow your business, you won't be able to be achieving that level of success. So that was it for today's video. So as I said, I'll be doing this as a series, and in the next video there will be a new, hopefully if I can find a new entrepreneur, most likely Iman Gadzhi, because he was the first one that I actually, when I came into this industrial to learn about business, he was the first one who actually came into my YouTube feed page. And the way he actually explained things was in the first part of this in 2022, where I think he was very popular at that time, after COVID. Yeah, I came to know him after 2022, and that was when he was talking about social media marketing and all those things. And yeah, so some of the things that he's gonna say and all those things is gonna be the video that I'll be reacting to in the next video. And I'll be also documenting my business journey moving forward, like finding my supplier and all those things. I will share more about it and what is it all about in the coming videos. So see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe so you guys can get the notification as well. So Rajan Talks signing out.